You've been lied to. The SUV market is bloated with badge flexes, overpromised tech, and enough rugged styling to make a lumberjack weep. But today, we're cutting through the noise. Whether you're hunting for a family tank, an off-road beast, or something that won't die after 100,000 miles, we've got the real list. The SUVs that will actually hold up in 2025, based on real data, not marketing fluff. And yes, some of your favorites didn't make the cut. Buckle up. We're starting with the ones that should come with a warning label. Volkswagen ID.4. This slick ID.4 might look futuristic, but under the hood lurks a ticking time bomb of battery and electronics failures. It's got the looks of a next-gen SUV, sure, but when the check engine light becomes your most frequent dashboard companion, we've got a problem. Consumer Reports and Jalopnik both rang the alarm. This thing scored a brutal 29 out of 100 on reliability. And the biggest culprits? EV battery meltdowns, charging errors, and climate control systems that forget how to control anything. There's a story of a guy who was stranded at a DC fast charger for 2 hours simply because his car refused to charge, the app froze, and tech support ghosted him. He ended up Ubering home while his $45,000 smart car just sat there, dumb as a rock. Would I buy it? Hard number. Cool vibes, sure. But if I wanted high-stakes roulette, I'd go to Vegas, not a Volkswagen dealership. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, meet the SUV equivalent of a participation trophy, Mazda CX-90 plug-in hybrid. Mazda CX-90 PHEV promised the best of both worlds, until oil and water failures started popping up. On paper, it's a dream. 26 miles of electric range, 3 rows of plush seating, and that signature Mazda handling. But in the real world, it's more like a beta test with leather seats. Consumer Reports flagged it with a reliability score that's frankly embarrassing for a brand that prides itself on dependability. Owners are reporting issues ranging from the battery system refusing to charge to the transmission exhibiting erratic behavior. Imagine hopping in on a Monday morning only to find a climate control blackout. No heat, no AC, just a rolling sauna or a mobile icebox depending on the season. And let's not even talk about the infotainment system deciding it's on a coffee break when you need directions. Would I buy it? Not unless you like living on the edge of warranty claims. The CX-90 PHEV might look sharp in the driveway, but if you're seeking reliability and peace of mind, you might want to keep looking. Ford F-150 Lightning. Ford's electric F-150 looked like a game changer. Until owners logged countless battery and software horror stories, this thing was supposed to haul the American work ethic into the electric future. Instead, it's hauling itself back to the dealership. Consumer Reports slapped it with a spot on their 10 least reliable vehicles of 2025 list, and Jalopnik didn't hold back either, giving it a pitiful 28 out of 100 on reliability. We're talking EV batteries that degrade faster than your New Year's resolutions, finicky charging that sometimes refuses to start, and glitchy electronics that treat you like an unwanted guest in your own truck. Picture running out of juice mid-haul in the middle of nowhere with a load of lumber and no charging station in sight. Now add a frozen infotainment screen and a phone battery at 2%. Romantic, right? That's the Lightning experience for too many early adopters. Would I buy it? Cool concept, but no thanks. Until Ford puts some real steel behind its software and battery systems, I'm sticking with old school diesel and a good toe strap. Jeep Wrangler. Jeep's Wrangler is the poster child for freedom until random leaks and failures ground your adventure. Seriously, nothing says spirit of the open road like watching steam pour out of your hood 5 miles into a forest trail. And don't get me wrong, there was a time when Wranglers earned their off-road stripes. But in 2025, this thing handles reliability as poorly as it handles smooth pavement. Let's get into the greasy details. Jalopnik recently put the Wrangler near rock bottom with a brutal 27 out of 100 reliability score. And before you start yelling, but solid axles? Yes, it still crawls up rocks like a caffeinated mountain goat. But on the road, expect engine stutters, haunted electronics, and a suspension that squeaks like your grandma's porch swing. One Reddit user said owning a 2023 model felt like dating someone with a great personality and severe commitment issues. And honestly, he nailed it. So would I buy it? Only if you relish roadside repairs more than the off-roading itself. Wrangler's still got charisma, but in 2025, it's more cursed charm than actual capability. A legend, yes, but one that might need to be gently retired before it takes you down with it. Rivian R1S. Rivian promised us the future of off-road royalty, a silent, electric overlord of adventure. But here's the kicker. Consumer Reports says it's about as reliable as a crypto investment. According to Business Insider, Rivian just snagged the crown for least reliable brand in America. Let me say that again, the worst. Dead last in the Consumer Reports survey. Even Tesla did better. And yes, this is for an SUV that costs nearly $90,000 if you sneeze on the options list. Owners report repeated issues with high-voltage battery systems, glitchy electronics, and oh yeah, the R1S occasionally refuses to unlock or start. That whole go-off-grid fantasy doesn't hit as hard when your luxury EV decides it's a decorative lawn ornament. Last week, a report was made about a driver who bought their R1S to impress his camping group. Now they laugh every time he plugs in, because half the time, it refuses to charge. An $80,000 SUV that can't master the basics. And let's talk suspension. Multiple forum posts mention rear-end creaks and pops, like the thing's begging for early retirement at 12,000 miles. It's all very Silicon Valley startup trying to build a truck. Energy, bold ideas, shaky execution. You'll hear defenders call it teething pains. But how long can you call it a baby when it's already in kindergarten? Would I buy it? Look, I'd rather wrestle a raccoon for my lunch than explain another software update to a tow truck driver. Hard pass. Okay, enough doom scrolling. Let's shift gears. Time to talk about the SUVs that actually deliver. Best number 1, Toyota Grand Highlander Hybrid. Toyota's Grand Highlander Hybrid is the 3-row hero every family has been waiting for. And honestly, it kind of feels like Toyota built this thing out of spite. Like they finally got tired of everyone calling hybrids boring, flimsy, or underpowered, and said, okay, watch this. Because what you're looking at here isn't just a family SUV, it's a flex. It's a rolling rebuttal to overpriced luxury rivals that leak resale value like a bad rear main seal. According to Edmunds, it's not just good, it's their top-rated SUV of 2025, scoring 8.2 out of 10, which in car reviewer language is basically a standing ovation. And while the EPA numbers clock in at a clean 36 miles per gallon city, the real kicker is the peace of mind. It's a Toyota. That means legendary resale value, bulletproof hybrid tech, and an interior that somehow fits 3 rows without making your 3rd-row passengers feel like kidnapped gymnasts. It's big, but smart big, not suburban Denali Flex big, and crucially, it comes in under $50K. So would I buy it? Honestly, if I had kids, this would be the last SUV I ever bought. No drama, no dealership regret, just one smart, slightly smug decision. And isn't that the dream? Best number 2, Kia Telluride. The Kia Telluride isn't just a sleeper hit, it's the sleeper king of 3 rows. Somehow it still walks into the 2025 lineup with that same quiet confidence, like it knows it's still the one to beat. While rivals are chasing trends with weird angles and TikTok gimmicks, the Telluride's out here racking up 8.4s on Edmunds, topping Consumer Reports' family SUV list again, and keeping resale values stubbornly high. This thing's basically the blue chip stock of 3-row SUVs. But you know, with ventilated seats and a properly tuned suspension, would I buy it? Absolutely yes. Value and reliability in one handsome package. Bigger isn't always better. Our next pick proves compact can still pack a punch. Best number 3, Subaru Forester. Subaru's newly redesigned Forester is the Swiss Army knife of small SUVs. Not flashy, not trying to reinvent the wheel, just doing everything really well. It's one of Consumer Reports' top picks for 2025, thanks to its bulletproof reliability, clever packaging, and legendary standard all-wheel drive. And now, it sips gas better than ever, all while giving you cathedral-like visibility out of every angle. The result? A compact SUV that's actually practical, not just pretending to be. Perfect for grabbing groceries or plowing through a snowstorm. No fuss, no drama. It's the kind of car your dog already trusts before the first ride. And it's built for that everyday chaos. Snow boots, soccer cleats, Trader Joe's bags, muddy paws. Bring it on. Would I buy it? Compact, mightier than you think. Yes, I'd park one in my driveway. And finally, the EV that doesn't flake out or make you cry at charging stations. Best number 4, Kia EV9. Kia's EV9 finally bridges the gap between EV hype and real-world dependability. This isn't another $70,000 science experiment. It's Edmunds' top-rated electric SUV for a reason. With up to 304 miles of range, fast charging that actually works, and all the interior flexibility of a minivan disguised as a space-age SUV, the EV9 proves Kia didn't just show up to the EV party, they brought snacks, drinks, and working infrastructure. On a 300-mile road trip, you only need one stop, and it's for coffee. No breakdowns, no plug anxiety, just driving. And it is not a luxury car budget either. It's legit spacious, slick inside, and finally feels like an EV that's built for people who live in the real world, not the Tesla bubble. Would I buy it? EV skeptic turned believer. This is the one that works. So there you have it. 5 SUVs you should avoid and 4 that are absolutely worth your time. Got a favorite we missed or a horror story behind the wheel? Drop it in the comments and let the SUV therapy session begin. Until next time, drive smart